Hello, this is Professor Paul Gruhn, and this is ICM507 Advanced Interactive Techniques, Spring 2014. Welcome to the class. I'm looking forward to a really good semester, and as I look over the class list, I see that there's a lot of friendly faces and a lot of names that I have seen in past ICM 505 classes. So you've been with me before, you know kind of my style, and I'm excited about having you as a part of the class. I also noticed I have four students that are not only in this class, but are in also my ICM 590 project planning class. And so you guys are getting a double dose of me, and I appreciate the pain, I guess, that you're going through. So let's see, I'm going to pause for a second and then switch to screen mode. Okay, so now you should hopefully be seeing a copy of my web browser, and I'm going to click on the ICM 507 DC link, and you'll see that there are no announcements yet. By the time you get here, there'll be an announcement that this video is in fact posted and available. So let's take a look at a round of what's going on and get you kind of introduced to the class. For those of you that were in the ICM 505, I focused on the badge system and the badge approach, and I'm going to still be doing that this semester with ICM 507. I'm using content that was provided 90% by Professor Josh Braun. He had created the original Advanced Interactive Techniques class, and I've basically taken his content and turned it into a badge system. However, I'm still developing and enhancing the content. I'm not going to lay out all the badges all at once. I'm going to lay out some of them at a time, and you'll get those kind of as needed basis. There'll be a little more strictness, I guess, on due dates because a lot of the work is pretty hard, and I want you to get it done as quickly as possible, and they'll be more assignment-like by nature. And on the badge approach in ICM 505, we had endorsers, and in evaluations, I get a mixed view. Some people don't like the endorser badge, and some people do. So maybe we can have a discussion on that and see how it plays out. But right now, I'm not going to have endorsers required and endorsements required. We can add that later. What I like about the endorser badge, it kind of forces collaboration. It forces people to look at other people's work and respond to it. And in an online class, it's really easy to kind of be doing your own thing and just say, I'm going to do the assignment, and I don't care about interacting with other people. And it really takes each of you to say, I want this to be more of an experiential class. I want to learn from my peers and all. So let's take a look. We have no announcements yet. If we click on the syllabus link, you'll see that there's a link here to a PDF that will open up so you can have a PDF version of the syllabus. And you'll also see that there's a link in Blackboard. I have not listed all of the badges in the class at this point, but I did give a partial list of the topics and badges that we will be covering. I haven't given due dates and all of that, but to get an idea of the types of things we'll be talking about, the Canvas tag, the responsive web development, that's going to be a carryover from what we did in 505, PHP programming, I'm going to actually teach you guys how to, and gals, how to be a PHP programmer, APIs and data visualization, excellent stuff from Professor Braun on that, regex, database design. I would like us to create a search engine optimization badge. I've always wanted to pull together some thoughts, so start looking and pulling together some stuff on search engine optimization. Cookies and sessions, we'll have a little assignment on that will help understand that. We'll continue our CMS. A lot of you have already done a WordPress, and maybe you've done Drupal, and maybe you've done Moodle, or maybe you've done none of those. you'll get to choose which one of these CMS badges you earn. And then we're going to have a final project. And the final project will have the same 3 project management badges that we had in 505. You'll plan, you'll monitor, and then you'll present. And the goal here is to create something new, create something to take your skills from what you and get it to the next level from where you were at in 505. So be thinking about what you're going to want your final project to be. Just like your final project was a was an accumulation of the work you had learned. It can be enhancing and building your own website. It can be doing a project for somebody else. It might be even starting some stuff for your capstone project and things like that. I really don't want it to be, unless you really have a strong case and you add a lot of content, I don't want you to necessarily just take your 505 final project and add a couple of things to it, unless you really add a lot. You add stronger database, you add APIs and data visualization, you add cookies and sessions, or things. So it's really up to you, but I want you to push yourself in what your final project is going to be. If you take a look under the badge module, here you'll see that I have a badge list and schedule, which is fully blank, and there's that's going to be coming up in the next couple of days. There is the plank owner badge. This badge you cannot earn. This badge happened from the first section of ICM 507 that I taught this past summer in 2013. And several of the students have already taken down their ICM 507 website, but you can get a really good idea of the type of work and the type of level that you should be able to produce by looking at some of the websites for ICM 507 that have been created. And you can tell already what your first steps badge is going to have is you're going to be creating an ICM 507 folder, which you'll be building everything in. So if you want, you could start that immediately. The other thing, I'll be talking about it in the first steps badge, which isn't posted yet, is no more naming your pages something.html. I would like you to create every page that you do with a .php. And you might need to run XAMPP or MAMP on your local server to be able to make your PHP pages work. Because I'm going to give you some techniques that you probably wish you had in 505 using includes and things like that. And when you create your ICM 507 page, make sure you have a header section, a nav bar section, and a footer section. And a couple of the things that I'm going to teach you there with using servers, PHP includes is going to make your life so much easier. We are going to have some of the badges like we had before, the helpful colleague badge, that the person who really helps out somebody else and really works with others, there's 10 points for you. And towards the end of the semester, you'll create that. Tutorial badges, we will have a tutorial badge available. And I always welcome creating tutorials to help enhance the class. I know I'd love to see a tutorial on the topic of regular expressions. I'd love a couple of different ones there. And if you want to create a tutorial on the Canvas tag, that would be great as well. So any of the topics that we're using can welcome to have a tutorial badge. So start thinking about an area maybe you already have some strengths in and would like to share that. Badge idea creator, we're going to have that as we did before. And so if you have an idea to enhance this class and you want to open up something there, I'd really appreciate that. Also with the tutorial badge, and as a couple of search engine SEO optimization tutorials would be great. It's an area that I personally want to grow in, and I think we all need to get stronger at. And the badge art creator, a quick, easy 5 points. This happened that the first semester we didn't have any badges, so students actually got credit for creating badge art. We will, there'll be more badges posted. I'll have a couple of more posted probably in the next 2 or 3 days. We have a discussion board, and you can see that under the professor's blog, I've already have a hello and welcome. So the first thing you could do, which would really be great, is just respond to this thread and say, hi, here's my name and who I am, a little bit about yourself, and let's get to know each other a little bit better. Weekly progress reports. We're going to be doing those again. I've already posted my preview week and would like you to get into the habit by Sunday midnight to have a weekly progress report done. I have found that this has been one of the best ways and best tools to let me know what's going on with you. Also, students have come back to me and said, those weekly progress reports are kind of dumb in one regard, that it's like high school where we had to keep a journal or something, but they've really appreciated being able to say, they help keep me on task. They help remind me that I have stuff to do because, as we've said many times, life gets in the way. This class is not the only class that you're taking, and to have something to force you to think about and to say, oh, this is what I've done, this is what I need to do. I find that the progress reports work out great. So I'm going to pause it one. So get ready for a great semester. Get ready for working a lot harder than you worked in ICM 505. I promise you this is going to be a lot more technical, a lot more detailed, and it's going to open you up into areas that you have not been before. And it's going to take areas that you have been and just allow you to get better at it. My assumption is that you know how to do HTML. You've already earned the FileZilla badge. You know how to FTP files up to your website. You know how to do CSS. You know how to use templates. You know how to use jQuery. So now let's take that and let's go to the next level. You can reach me via Skype. My Skype ID is Paul Gruhn 1974, or you can email me. I really will try to get back in touch with you within 24 to 48 hours. So that's my goal to each of you. And please, first thing to do, respond to my professor's blog, say hi, and let me know that you're here. Thank you, and have a great day. And have a great semester.